Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay atin sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugo, todo sa kayod, tulong at tulong. Lipad na Blue Eagle, galing hiding at tigil.
This is your stop for all things pop. Catch our all-around pop culture geek, Cholo Sediaren, as he throws in some dose of what's poppin' and what's hot in the pop culture scene here on Popcorn. Munch in with us every Thursdays from 4 to 6, only here on Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM.
And welcome to Popcorn with Cholo Sediaren, your stop for all things pop, where we talk about all things pop culture from here in our homes in the Philippines to the rest of the globe. Welcome back, everyone. And today we have a really special guest on the show, our first guest for the year. He's a really talented guy. He deserves more listeners, so that's why we have him on here. The talented singer-songwriter, athlete, and so much more. Let's all welcome Paolo Sandejas to the show. Hey, Pao.
Hey, Cholo, long time no see. Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
go.
been a while since we planned
Yeah.
this, and
I
finally we're
know.
here. I think parang at the start of the quarantine pa lang, we were like,
Yeah, I remember that. We're like, oh, I want to get on the podcast. I want to get on the podcast. And then it's just like kept getting delayed because of like school and everything. But we're finally here.
yes,
Let's
we're
go.
finally
here.
We were like, bye 2020 and hello 2021. Let's go
Exactly.
get it.
Let's go.
And Paolo Sandejas is here. I'm really happy because if you guys do not know, and you should know by now, Paolo is a singer-songwriter, as I mentioned, and he's one of my good friends from when I was in Universal Records. So,
Mhm.
I was there since Pao started, and it's really been nice to see how he's grown, like musically and like in general,
Oh,
like you know so it's nice to have him on here. So how's everything? I mean, it's been a year for a lot of
I know.
people.
It's been okay naman. Like, what have I been up to? I mean, like at the side of the quarantine, like I was just super bored. I think I was just like watching a lot of TV shows, like everyone was doing. And then when I ran out of TV shows, like, okay, so what now? So, um, yeah, it's a lot of boredom, but it also led to a lot of like random spurts of inspiration, especially for songwriting, and also sudden bursts of productivity as well. So I'm thankful for that. But mostly it's just kind of just bumming around. But it's a nice like rest in a way also. So it's
That's
good.
good. I mean, we're privileged enough to have
Yeah,
time
exactly.
to relax and everything and pursue creative um things. But speaking of creative things, I mean, you just released your first ever EP or your debut EP last November,
I
right?
know.
And it's
Yeah,
called, can are you want to talk more
yeah.
about it?
Oh yeah, it was super exciting because yeah, it's my first EP, Purple Afternoon. Yeah, I released it in the middle of the pandemic. We were actually working on it pre-pandemic, and like the pandemic just cut us short till again. I was like so bummed out because I had so many plans. Like, oh, I wanted to do like an EP launch and like a live
Mhm.
gig, something like that, and bring on like some of my other good artist friends like Joey Tala, Good Kids, like to come and perform also.
Miss
But
you
that didn't
guys. Shout
happen.
out.
I know, shout out the UR gang. But dude, I was just so bummed out talaga. But I think like I was just super grateful to UR especially for like still letting me push through with some of my plans at least for like music videos and to keep recording some songs. So that was good. But I'm super excited. So go check it out, guys. Go stream my music
Yeah,
on
I mean,
Spotify. Stream Purple Afternoon.
yeah, stream it.
Okay.
It's a really good compilation. And I am speaking of the Purple Afternoon EP. You want to talk more about the concept behind it? Because
Oh
why is
yeah.
it called Purple Afternoon? And
Ooh.
some of the songs, for people who've been listening, or like people who've come across your songs but don't necessarily know you yet as an artist, or the meaning behind the songs.
Okay. Sige. G. Purple Afternoon. Honestly, I called it Purple Afternoon because it just sounded cool. It sounded like a nice name. To be
Very
completely
indie pop
honest,
boy.
very indie pop vibes. Purple Afternoon. I was like, yo, that sounds cool. I'm gonna use that as an my EP title. But Purple Afternoon. I came up with that song in particular in like Feb 2020 because it was like during Valentine and I was getting in like the mood, the romantic feels, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna write like a sappy love song, and I'm gonna make it about just like intimate moments with someone special, because like uh because yeah, like I think a lot of people like focus too much on like the grand gestures, but in reality, like, okay, this is gonna sound super cliche, but like love is like just those smaller moments. Those are the things that you look back on and you're like, I just appreciated when we were just like there talking till like super late at night and just sharing like our thoughts on life and stuff like that. Those are the things that I think really matter at the end of the day in a relationship. So that's what Purple Afternoon's about. But the EP naman is just mostly about, it's just a compilation um of songs that I've written over the past 2 years, and it kind of talks about like how I've been feeling throughout the past 2 years, especially coming into college and then now the pandemic. So just a roller coaster of emotions, and just jam packed into one EP. So
From
yeah,
being from swaying with someone to being
from swaying,
sorry
yeah,
for
from being,
asking for
yeah,
more.
all of that. Oh my gosh, all of that stuff. Actually, sorry, Nanga was like the first song that I wrote from the EP because it's about my ex from like high school pa. So it's a long time it's a long time coming to write that song,
I
to
remember
release
like
that song actually.
hearing really early demo yata of Sorry.
Yeah, and
And
we had it when we were in UR pa. I think I worked on it even before Sway
yeah, we
came
were
out.
choosing
Like,
between Sway and
and
Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah,
And we
because
were
I
like,
wrote
we want
Sorry
Sway.
first. Yeah. Because Sway was more of like it's like a pop hit, but they're about the same person. So like Sway's just a more like poppy version of that song. But yeah, like Sorry was really like it was a long time coming. It took a long time to finish actually. Yeah. I'm really happy to finally release it. What else? Yeah, it's just a lot of personal stuff on that EP. Lost, of course, is like about my experience like coming into college and like feeling lost because I in UP, coming from like a private school, I felt super culture shocked, of course.
Coming from
I
the south to the
Coming from
north.
the south, everything. I felt super culture shocked and I felt so alone. And I was like, shoot, how am I gonna get through college? How am I gonna survive in UP? And that was like my song, just to basically kind of cope with those feelings and be like, okay, I'm just going to just gonna live in the moment and kind of just I guess also be thankful for the things that I had at the time. Which, like, studying in UP is like, it's no joke, and I'm super grateful for it. So, and I feel like it's really turned me into the person I am today. So looking back, it's like, yeah, sure. I think I lost track of my thought there,
You
but
got lost dot
I
mp3.
got a lost that MP3. But yeah, it's just about the basically like it's okay to get lost every once in a while, and just kind of escape for a bit before, like, take a break before coming back into. um life. Just take a break every once in a while. That's the main message of the song. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, it's okay to be lost because like
Mhm.
sometimes, especially when you're entering something new, like
Mhm.
college, for example, you want to be so confident or appear so confident to the people around you, or of course people, your high school classmates who went elsewhere. You want to
Exactly.
show that your life is like together,
Better.
come
Yeah.
together. You know how things are, but like it's okay to acknowledge that you're not okay, or like that uh you're new to this whole situation and you're learning. And college is like one of the best experiences to
Times.
like find
Exactly.
yourself,
Yeah.
right?
And I think the nice things that came out of the song is like a lot of like feedback from other people that were like, "Hey, I really like felt related to the song because I also felt the same way coming into college, and I feel the same way now." And it was kind of comforting to know that like I wasn't the only one feeling that way, and like everyone was also kind of lonely also coming into college. So I was like, "Oh, that's like." It was comforting. We're all alone together. Yung, I don't know,
Alone Together, like
but
the
yeah.
movie, also shot in your school.
Also, shout out my school. No, I remember super funny side quest, but I remember all my classmates are like, "Oh my gosh, what's it? Liza and Enrique Hill are in the school. Everyone's freaking out." I wasn't in the same building, but like, I heard it was like crazy now. Like everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, they're here!" There's like everyone is starstruck now.
I'm
But
sure
yeah,
it's like
it's funny.
UP,
Side quest.
and like everyone has public access to it basically, and you can just think, oh,
Mm.
Liza and Enrique are here, so let's go watch that.
Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. Yeah, it's
Have you
funny.
seen the movie?
I saw it. I saw it in
Would
theater.
you say it reflects like the UP culture, at least the parts that show student life
Uh,
there? I mean, kumain lang naman sila dun sa isang
yeah.
cafeteria, right? Ng pancit
Basically,
canton.
and I think the one that I related to the most is like they always talk about like I think what Liza was struggling in that movie. If I remember correctly, it's like you have to come back to the Philippines to like get the help because like after coming from UP, which is like a public university, you have you can't just abandon your country. You have to somehow contribute also because like yeah, the country gave you so much to give you an education. Now you have to find a way to give it back also. So like that was one of the things that I super related to and super stuck with me after watching the movie. I was like, wow, that's deep. It's a lot to think about.
Like in what sense, in terms of like how you're gonna go about after you
I think yeah,
graduate?
after you graduate, like how are you gonna return the favor, right? How are you gonna contribute to your field, whether it's in like comp sci for me or like if you're a business going into business, how are you gonna give back to the community and stuff like that. So it was a uh very nice thing to listen to and to just to hear about. I think coming from the movie, I was like inspired in a way, kind of.
But
But yeah, that's
first,
one
we
of the
have to hashtag defend UP, right?
of course, dude. Okay, let's. I don't want to get political, but dude, I don't know, man. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going
Well,
on.
we
But
have to
yeah,
speak about the
I
issues in one way or
it,
another.
okay. Yeah, I think it's important that we talk about this, right? And then we bring it to light. So, guys, if you're listening now, especially now, because I think this is coming out like really soon, this podcast, right? So,
Yes.
yeah, guys, make sure to read up about what's going on and educate yourselves. Don't just look on Twitter. Also, don't just just read the tweets. Like dig into the actual info. Also, check your sources, all that good stuff. And yeah, make sure to defend you guys. Let's go.
Yes,
Come
let's
on.
be
Let's just
responsible social
yeah.
beings and not just like rely on
Netizens,
headlines and
netizens.
like
Yeah,
netizens. But
exactly.
anyway, back to
Yeah.
UP stuff. Yeah, you're totally correct because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you just get lost, as you were saying. You just get lost
Mm-hmm.
in
Yeah.
ambition, or sometimes
Mm-hmm.
what do you wanna achieve. That you have to think about all those things. Na how can you give back, or like how can you contribute to society or a community, right? So that's good. It's good that that movie
Mm-hmm.
brought that about. But yeah, what I really like about your songs, they're really fun, upbeat, but like when you listen to them, they're kind of sad. I mean, those are
I know.
some of the best. Those are some of the best songs out there, right? Like you
That's
have
true.
Paramore's After Laughter album, which is about really, really sad stuff. But like when you listen to it, it's like upbeat, kind of 80s inspired. And it's kind of like that na the trajectory you took for that last EP or the last few releases you've had.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
yeah, go
yeah.
ahead.
I don't know. I really like that idea because like one of the bands that I really super enjoy listening to now is Prep. I'm sure you've heard of Prep.
Yes.
They're the best. My idol. Shout out Prep
Stream.
if you ever hear. Please. Yeah. But yeah, one of the things I super love about them is that like their songs are so upbeat and so catchy, very retro inspired. They're very danceable songs. But when you listen to them, like they're so sad. Some of them, like especially "Who's Got You Singing Again." It's like I did a cover of it and I just stripped it down because like the song is so sad, but it sounds so happy. So I wanted to paint it in a different light for people who probably already love the song, but I want them to like fall in love with the lyrics also. How good the lyrics are because they're so
Yeah.
good, like
So
writing
good.
good lyrics. So yeah, I just wanted to. I like the idea of like writing sad lyrics with like a happy beat because it like kind of disturbs you in a nice way. You're like, oh, I'm dancing, but yo, these lyrics hit home, huh? Like, why are they so sad? But yeah, I
Well,
think it's a
is that your
nice
process in terms of like
technique.
writing when parang oh I want to write about this mood or this
Mhm.
tone or this voice and then the production comes after or it's a mix of
Hmm.
like songwriting
It's
styles.
usually a mix of both because like more than ever I feel like I'm getting into more of like writing a beat first. Like if ever like I decide to write a song today, like okay, I'm gonna sit down on my laptop with my guitar and let's think of a song. So usually I just like lay down, like play some chords and then kind of hear it out. Like okay, what do these chords sound like? Do they sound happy? Do they sound sad? And then I just work about the lyrics from there because like there's not a lot of inspiration coming in because I'm just at home. So I kind of work production first and then lyrics. But if like I do have inspiration, then I kind of like work from there na lang. Think about like a certain um maybe scenario that I'm trying to paint and then I work from there. Like get my guitar and just kind of be sad for a bit and be like, okay, what am I gonna write about today?
I have to pretend to be sad for like 3 minutes first.
No, or sometimes it's like even like movies or like anime. Like I know Fern did that also, like
Yeah,
writing about
great
anime.
song.
Dude, it's a bop. Shout out Fern. I love that song, man. It's on my playlist.
I
It's so
watched yeah,
I
I
love it.
watched Your Lie in April after listening to the song and then
Played it.
uh when I played it again, I was like, "Oh my gosh,
Dude,
the way Fern wrote that
dude.
whole um anime into just one song."
Nah. Yeah, I know, dude, but just I just wanna say, like, I like Subaki more than Kaori. I'm a Subaki stan. Subaki
Yeah,
is
well, I guess
but yeah, it's
I guess it's the thrill of Kaori and like,
yeah,
kasi sanay na siya dun sa best friend niya. And like,
true.
I guess it's a new person who does music the same way he does.
Yeah, exactly,
But it's just
exactly.
really sad. I mean, we don't want to spoil it, but it's
Oh, no, guys, check it out, please, and
it's
then
on
come back
Netflix.
and listen to
Your
the
Line
podcast
April.
again.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, check
when
it.
when Fern was here on the show, we were talking about just about to release, parang just preparing to release his that song. But then and then it came out,
Mhm.
and then I watched the show. It's just amazing how art can inspire other art, right? Like,
Exactly.
do you have any other examples of how you got inspired through your songs by another like piece of art?
Hmm. Let me think. I think a long time ago, I wrote this song called Comets. It's really cringy and super like I wrote it back in high school because my sister was watching Supergirl, and like parang
Oh,
there was a line like parang like I think the someone in the show said like, oh, comets come in your eyes or something like that, and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. So I wrote about that line. I wrote from that line a song. Yeah, I wrote the song from that line, but it's super cringy, and I'll probably never release it. But if ever I do,
sample,
you heard it here
sample.
first. No, dude, it's really bad. It's really bad. It's like even just thinking about it. But yeah, and that was
I,
one of the first times I tried to dabble in like writing something that's not really totally related to me, more
yeah,
on something else. But yeah,
But do you
It's
remember like the first ever song you wrote?
yeah, I do. I can't like. I mean, my parents sometimes bring it up, or my sister especially, because like she remembers it and she's like, even me, I'm just like, I don't like that song. I wrote it for this girl that I had a crush on in like grade 7. Like I was just learning to play the guitar and I was just starting to dabble in like writing music,
Have I
and
heard
it
this
was
before? I think I have. I mean, I think you've told
probably
me
not. Probably
about it
not.
sometime
It's
before.
like I think I'm just gonna recite the lines because like I don't want to sing it, but like, oh my gosh, the chorus is like, I want you to know that I'll always love you, and just like repeating that, and I was like, dude, what was I going through? I was like in grade 7. Why was I like so so like senti, dude? I was like, cringe. But like, yeah, that was like my beginnings, humble beginnings of songwriting. I was just like,
I want you to
like even I
know
could
that
that
I've
I'll
never
always love you.
found someone that knows me like you do.
Oh, but,
Happy
wait,
15th
where's it from again?
anniversary to HSM.
Oh, shout out Olivia Rodrigo also. Congrats on
Yes,
your success.
Queen.
Grabe.
It's
I know. It's
crazy.
like everywhere. Like scrolling through TikTok, especially, it's like every single TikTok is about that song. I
That's
can't
her
get it
like
out of my head
territory.
anymore. I know it's like really on TikTok, and I don't know. It's just like I can't get it out of my head. But shout out to
It's just
amazing
so
song.
good for like a debut single. Imagine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like I mean, she had All I Want. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that.
Yeah, I know the
Yeah,
song.
and then like that was a really good song already, and then
But it
you
was
never
more
know when
like
she's
for
gonna
the
come.
but it was more for the show, diba? That song,
Yeah,
All I Want. And then she comes out with this song now, so it's like, damn,
it's
galing, galing,
crazy.
galing.
Everyone is talking about it. Like even Taylor Swift
I
acknowledged it.
know, dude. I was like, honestly, as a musician and as like an artist, also like seeing her success now and like all the things that she's achieving, I was like, damn, that's like what everyone dreams of achieving, and she's like just getting it all.
She
Like
did that
what?
in like
Top.
1 week.
Yeah, like it's like of her release. That's like the ultimate. Like, oh my gosh, that's like a every songwriter's dream, every musician's dream, just to be top Billboard like everywhere. I think she
The
was also
number
like the
one
most,
song globally,
yeah, and
basically.
most requested song on like Alexa, on most streamed song in a day on Spotify. It's like, dude, it's crazy. Smashing records, man.
That's
Smashing
against
records.
literally the whole world. BTS, Taylor Swift,
I know.
Justin Bieber, and
It's
Olivia
crazy.
Rodrigo
It's
is like,
crazy.
hey, okay, here's my driver's
Here's
license.
my even my mom's like, what's this song about? Driver's license. Ano yan? I was like, mom, listen to it, mom.
Maybe you could go write a song about your plant behind you, and
Dude,
we never know what's gonna
I
be the
got my
next. Like,
plant behind me. I don't know. I mean,
I got
I'll
my
hit you up when I
plant.
come actually release that song.
You always talked about. Okay, kumanta na nagkaraoke na pala tayo dito.
Ala. No, but yeah, that's hey, dude, amazing. Okay. Sure, we got super
Crazy.
sidetracked. Where were we?
We were talking about songwriting, I think, and
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we were talking about your first song, and then we were talking about High School Musical, which led to Olivia Rodrigo, and yeah, I mean, I guess toward going towards that conversation, let's go a bit back. I mean, right now you're one of the emerging artists in OPM that people should look out for. You should go listen and stream. We're not gonna stop promoting that while we're talking to Pau. But
Hey,
yun, I mean,
check out my music.
you won your first ever award last year. I think which was the last time we ever saw each other in person.
Actually, yeah. Oh, was it? Oh nga no.
I think it was, unless we
It
saw
might
each
have
other
been.
again after that.
But yeah, oh
But
my
that was
gosh,
in
that's
January, literally
yeah.
like a year ago, January 16 or
Mhm.
17. We were at the
Music
Wish
Awards.
1075.
Wish 107. Oh, you have to get the mic. Wish 107.
Wish
ASMR.
1075. Shout out to Kuya Daniel Razon. And to everyone at Wish, we love you guys.
Yeah,
Hi, DJ
the
Alice,
best.
DJ Faye, DJ Adam,
Yeah,
the
all of
gang,
them.
all of
Thank
them.
you. Honestly, they've been so supportive. Like I super love coming on Wish. Like they're so fun to talk to also, and like I mean, like I owe them a lot for the places that I've gone now in my career. It's mostly thanks to like Wish. So
It's
shout out
really like
Wish. Thank you.
such a fun experience, right? Going to the bus,
Yeah,
and they're so
yeah.
accommodating.
Yeah, super, super. And they're nice. They're really fun to talk to. The bus is super fun. It's like, I don't know. I didn't even know that it moved. Like that one interview that I had, it was moving pa. I was like, oh my
Oh
gosh, the
no,
bus
wait.
is
That
moving.
was the last time we saw each other when
Oh yeah,
after
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
award
yeah. I remember
show
that.
you
That was
had to
when
go.
we did. I think we recorded. We shot the performance video for Sorry. I think you're with
Yes,
me
on
then.
Wish.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And that was
I
like,
remember
I
that.
guess we were one of the few people who got to experience the Wish bus actually moving
I
and
know.
you performing. Nahilo ka ba dun
Dude,
while you were
a
singing and
little
like
bit.
the
Like I
bus
was
was
trying
like,
to sing, and I think my voice kind of cracked a little bit. Cause like the point the bus just kind of stopped, and I got gulat, and I was like, like I think even some of the comments noticed it. Wow, the bus is moving, pala. The bus is moving. I was like, dude, it moves.
it was amazing. I mean,
It
after
was
like
fun.
maybe, I don't know, 50 times on the Wish bus, that was like the first time that it moved
Seriously,
while I
that's
was
the first
there.
time. Really?
Well,
Damn.
apparently, when they first started Wish, the Wish bus, they actually had the bus moving,
Mm-hmm.
and then eventually they stopped and just like parked in places, and then again, I guess they
Mm-hmm.
were about to start that whole moving thing, and then Corona happened. So like, I guess we were like some of the
Ooh.
few people and artists who were on the moving bus, which is like really fun.
Yeah, I think actually when you think about it, then I guess the reason that they park the bus is to attract more people, because like they're not gonna chase after the bus, right? But if you see it like on the canto, like, oh, I want to check out the Wish bus, I'm gonna walk to it. I'm gonna get my drink or get food and just sit near the Wish bus, right? Because you can also, I think, hear the performances then. So I guess that's why they stopped it. I'm guessing.
Oh,
I
ito
don't know.
pala, one of my our favorite inside jokes of all time
Oh,
is
okay.
hashtag baka sumikat, which was also on Wish,
Yeah.
right? That was
Was
like,
it
I think
seriously?
that was your first ever Wish Bus performance. And
Oh,
then,
no, I think I remember this. And then someone took a picture of me and was like, "Ah, baka sumikat eh." And then I think both of us heard it and we were like, "Oh my gosh, that's so funny."
yeah, right? I
Then
mean,
since then, oh, hashtag baka sumikat gang. Just like, yay.
well, since then, you're really starting to get the attention of people in the industry, more
Uh,
fans getting on board, which means, from baka sumikat to sikat na or getting there,
Getting there. What's
right?
the next tier from baka to
Sumisikat.
ayun?
Sumisikat na
Sorry.
siya.
I guess I'm just really like thankful then like for how far I've come now. Like I really would have never thought that I'd be here, like doing interviews talking about my music. If you told like me 2 years ago that I'd be doing this now, I wouldn't have believed you. So yeah, and I mean it's honestly a lot of it's thanks to you because like coming into UR also I didn't know anything about the music industry and you really helped me out. So I'm like
Thank
super
you.
thankful to you, dude.
I appreciate that. I mean, starting in the music industry, I was also a newbie, but like, we all grew together, you and Tala and Fern and everyone, good kids, everyone we handled. So, it was a really great experience, like working with you guys and growing with you guys. But back to you and not me. uh, ayun nga, I mean, how does it feel na, getting that first ever award? I was like the only one screaming when everyone else was like screaming. Everyone else was screaming for Ben and Ben and SB19. And then when Paolo's name was announced, I was like, woo!
You and my mom. My mom was also there, so my mom was also shouting naman. But like,
Yeah, I think
oh my
kasi
gosh.
I was near the stage taking photos and your mom was like in the audience, like
Mm.
I mean the audience tables. So I guess we were like the two people there who were like, yeah.
Yeah, I just remember that night super clearly. Like I remember just like not expecting at all to win. I was just like, okay, what? Even my mom was telling me like, it's okay, you got nominated now. It's like it's an achievement in itself, and I was like, okay, yeah, I know. Like, and especially since like I was up against like a lot of big artists then that I knew and I've listened to. So I was like,
Yeah, you're up against Nathan and Mercury, I think.
Nathan and Mercury, Keiko, and I was like, shoot, those are big names. Like, I'm just happy to be in
Well,
this
you got
fame.
it, you bagged it.
No, I know. I mean, like, I don't want to say too much, but like, anyway. But if you see the Wish Award in the back, it's like there in the back in the canto. Keep it.
Yeah, represent. You know, we're at the end of the day,
Ayo.
uh, personally, I'm just really proud na we got you to where you are, and we I hope more to come for you. It's just early, you're just starting, and fighting,
Oh.
and we're so
Yeah.
excited to see more of that. But I guess like moving back from the Wish and Baka Sumikat era, um, like how did your interest in music even begin, right? Because you were recognized from the Ika Battle of the Best, right?
hmm Yeah, that's where I started talaga. I mean, like I was doing like high school gigs and like small, mostly school gigs before that. Like I performed at like AC Fair, Southridge Fair. I also do Savior. Actually, no, I didn't do Savior, but mostly the like school gigs. And then one of my friends in Eco was like, "Oh, you should join our like contest." And I was like, "Okay, so yeah, I'll try it." So then I remember that day because like I saw Fern there, and Fern was already signed with UR. And then we are kind of talking about it. I was like asking him about his
Did you know
experience and
him
what
then?
I knew him. I kind of just started talking to him there because like I would always see him at like the gigs that I do also in school fairs because he was also like doing like Woodrose Fair, AC Fair then. So I'd always bump into him or I'd see him around. So we were like talking about it, and then yeah, then after my performance, like someone just approached me and was like, "Hi, I'm from Universal Records. Can we like, can I talk to you for a bit?" And I was like, "Oh, yo!" I was so like shook. I was like shook to the core. And so we sat down, and talked about like music and stuff like that, like where I wanted to go with my career. And it was really surprising. Also, I didn't expect that to happen, and now here I am. But like yeah, I was just before that moment I was just performing at like school fairs, and maybe I do a few original songs, but I wasn't thinking about really recording or releasing anything until that point. And I was like, shoot, okay, maybe I can do this. Maybe there's actually a way to release my music now. So that was really exciting.
And
Really.
now you're here, right?
Now we're
I mean,
here on the
thanks to that
Popcorn
person.
Podcast.
I
Yeah.
think I don't know who it was because I wasn't there yet. But yeah, I mean, in that journey, was there like any pressure? Especially, I mean, your mom, Miss Christine,
Yeah.
is a well-known public figure on the news before
hmm
on Eat Bulaga as an athlete. Also, was there any pressure coming from that? And we were talking about this before. Na
Yeah,
you
I remember
know,
that. Yeah.
being a celebrity kid, more or less, there's that kind
Yeah.
of expectation or like a sort of like side eye people will give you because anak
hmm
siya ni whoever, right? But like,
Yeah.
how did that how was that for you growing up? Were you like aware that your mom was in this business?
Um, yeah, I mean, like growing up, me and my sisters, we'd like visit naman my mom's set. It's not like we totally didn't know that she was like in the
Yeah.
industry or whatnot. But um, I think the good thing about it is my mom also um wasn't like a super huge star. She'd mostly do like hosting gigs and stuff like that. So I think it kind of helped me in a way not to be super stand out as a celebrity kid. But like I remember when I first got signed to UR, a lot of the headline the articles that were written were like, "Oh, Christine Jacobs' son now a singer." And I kind my whole career up to this point, I'm still trying to like kind of break that the name away and kind of build a name for myself. So it's tough, especially like coming from like that background of being like the son of like a celebrity. It's hard. It's like there's so much pressure to make a name for yourself to like and be respected. And at the end of the day, that's all I really want to do is just to be respected for the music that I make and just like also enjoy it at the same time. So it's tough, but I'm enjoying it so far, naman. So it's just a grind, Gotta keep grinding.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
you're really proving yourself aside from that. I mean, you know, you've done this much by yourself without really associating yourself, right? Or like banking on that. And it's great na you're being recognized for that talaga. But like, so how was that like, you know, navigating through that like, this because it became such a big issue for like Michael Pacquiao that na
Yeah.
anak lang siya
And
ni Manny Pacquiao, and then people were like this. But like
yeah,
You're in the same
agree.
position, basically, right? Well,
I know
Manny Pacquiao
that's
is different, but
yeah. I think my Pacquiao is a lot bigger than my mom. My mom was, but like, I mean, it's not a bad thing naman for my mom. It's just like he's on a different level. I mean, being like the boxer that he is, right, Manny, and um, yeah, I don't know. Um, it's tough. It's really tough because like there's always gonna be that stigma. You're always gonna the way I think about it is like, I mean, you're always gonna be able to one up someone. You always have more opportunities than someone else, right? You all, but what matters most is like what you do with the opportunities that you're
exactly,
given. Like I think it would be worse if I just like totally like wasted it and didn't care about music because I really
exactly.
do love what I do and I'm really thankful to be in this position. And at the end of the day, that's all that I care about is that I have this opportunity to share my music, and I'm gonna do my darn best to like do everything I can to keep pumping out music and sharing my story with as many people as I can. So yeah,
Yeah, and shout out to Miss Christine. She's really
yeah.
like one of the
Shout
nicest
out to my mom,
moms out there.
momager,
Yeah,
momager.
momager.
But
Um,
yeah,
but yeah, you're totally correct. Like it's really what you do with what you're given. You know,
mhm,
of course, the ball, I parang the court is there, but it's what you do
mhm.
with the ball, right? And like
Exactly.
how
Ooh,
you
nice
play with the
analogy.
ball. Wow, I'm into sports now.
Ew, haiku,
Nice
haiku.
receiver.
Nice receiver.
uh,
Daichi.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it's true. Like you're not really like you're not branding yourself as like Paolo Jacob Sandejas. It's just like Paolo
Yeah, absolutely
Sandejas,
not.
right?
Like that's why I mean, like I think the Sandejas name helps me a lot. And even though my mom isn't known to be a singer, I mean, she's known. I guess like some people would know her as a singer, but not like a great singer. That's just kind of her like her gig at Eat Bulaga before. But um, yeah, it kind of helps because the Sandejas name is more of like my dad is more of like a techie and he's like a business dude, so it kind of helps to not totally be instantly associated with my mom.
And that like kind of
Yeah,
like brings it all together in you.
yeah,
Like
I think it
you're
does.
doing
Yeah,
the tech or like computer science stuff in school,
yeah,
and then you're also doing some sort of entertainment like from your mom's side,
I
and then
know, and
you
that's
know
the hard part. I feel like that's a hard part because I feel like I'm in two shadows, like in like the showbiz and music aspect of my life. Like I'm in my mom's shadow, right? But then in like my academics naman, I'm in my dad's shadow because like he studied at he had like a scholarship to Stanford when he was growing up, and like it's insane. Like I can't compete with my dad. That's like one of my biggest fears also. Wow, deep, but yeah, I feel like I'm in two shadows. So it's a lot of work, and I feel like I have a lot to do, pa, to kind of like establish myself as my own person. But yeah, it's a grind, and gotta keep going, gotta keep grinding. But
yeah, but like
hopefully it all works out.
I guess one question I want to ask is like how the hell do you handle all that? Like of course you're a musician, you study, you're in college, you're also in soccer as a varsity
Yeah,
player, and like how do you get to manage all of that? And especially for our young listeners out there,
yeah.
to all the Paolo
Um.
Sandejas PH fans. Like what piece of advice
Yeah.
can you give them, like in terms of balancing your passions, your hobbies all in one, and like being a sane person after?
Am I still sane? I don't even know. But I think at the end of the day, like what it came down to for me was like there are a lot of things that I wanted to do. I think in high school, like my goal for myself, it was super naive, but I was like, okay, by the time I graduate college, I want to have been able to like make a name for myself in the music industry, graduate summa cum laude, and also be on the UAP starting 11 for football. Um, now where I am now, I'm in third year, and I feel like I'm so far from reaching that goal that I had for myself, like in high school. But at the same time, like I still feel fulfilled in the sense that I'm still able to do the things that I love. And I feel like at the end of the day, if you're doing something that you really enjoy, whether it's making music, playing football, or studying in a certain course or taking up a certain degree, at the end of the day, that's all that matters really. Because like you're where you want to be in terms of like, yeah, you're just where you want to be. It doesn't matter what level you achieve certain things, as long as you're there, And yeah, I think
Yeah,
that
I
is just
mean,
enjoy what you do. If you love what you're doing, all will work out. Everything will be fine. Right? Yeah,
exactly. That's like
that's the one thing.
really correct advice. If there's such a thing as correct
Correct.
advice, but like no, because the meme when you're just gonna be like correct. It's like talking like a meme. Correct.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
correct.
correct. But like I
Me
agree,
too.
because like life after college also, you want to do so many things, you want to achieve so many things, especially seeing other
Exactly.
people like succeed in whatever they're doing. But like sometimes there's also happiness and just doing it and just enjoying your life. And if you watch the
Yeah.
movie Soul, that's like that really spoke to my soul,
Exactly. I
right?
know, dude. Same. Like there's so many more things to live for than just the destination, right? Like I just want like him, like he wanted to just actually never mind. I won't talk about the movie. No spoilers, but
Yeah, no
like a
spoiler
lot of people
zone.
just focus on the destination but don't really enjoy the journey. Like enjoy life at your own pace, guys. And like learn go just enjoy it, Just
Enjoy it.
move at your own pace.
If it's meant
Yeah.
for you and you work hard for it, then it will happen one day,
Agreed.
hopefully.
Agreed. And I think it's also tough. Like for me, especially like with the things that I was doing in college, like it came down to a matter of like, okay, because these are the three things that my non-negotiables in college were my music, my sports, and my academics, right? So a lot of it came down to okay, maybe I can't really go out as much. I can't really party as much as I wanted to with my friends. Or I can't really um, waste a lot of time. So it came down to that, like really figuring out okay the sacrifices that I had to make to continue to do the things that I love. And I think that's another thing that you have to consider if like you want to do certain things in college. Just prioritize them. That's important.
Yeah,
If
but at
that
the
makes
same
sense.
time,
But yeah,
just think about what you will enjoy and something that you won't regret,
mm,
like years after na parang, oh,
exactly.
I studied too hard, or I did this that instead of enjoying time or meeting people and all that.
Yeah,
And I
that
mean,
too. That too. That too.
with your with what you're doing, I mean, you're excelling in so many things, and that's great. I'm sure one of these days you'll just hear Paolo Sandejas as one of the number one songs in the Philippines. You never know, because you worked really hard to get there, and you're getting there. Si sikat level na
Thanks.
ganun, right? From
We'll
Wish
see. We'll see. But
Awards
yeah, just
to
gotta keep working at it.
the next level of awards in Asia or something.
We'll see. We'll see.
Pero
Yeah.
like, I
So
mean, going back to like music, syempre one of the interesting things to come out of it are having fans. Like, how's that experience? Na in the beginning, syempre, you're just you, your friends listen to you, uh, and your family, but like
mhm.
eventually your audience just keeps on growing, especially when Rock With You became a
Yeah.
big Spotify song, and
Mhm.
Sway also got the awards. And now you have like fan pages, fan people who like actually follow you like
I know
religiously. How's
it's
that?
crazy. Like another thing that I didn't expect, but like it's just I'm super grateful to my fans because they also really are so supportive. Like whenever I like release anything, they're always like sharing it and they're like, "Oh, stream it," and it's nice to see because like it's also reassuring to know that people are enjoying the stuff that I do, and I have to think I really can't thank them enough for like all the support they've shown me talaga because like it I mean of course it's not the end goal to like be appreciated and like to be um like to just get as many fans as possible but like even the fans that I have now like maybe they're not a lot but like seeing all of their messages it just like really kind of makes my day a lot better because like I know people are behind me and supporting so it's nice.
And
Yeah.
that's what's important. Like I learned somewhere when I took like a music class, music business class, like it's important to have the core fan base, like your 100
Mhm.
fans. You know that 100 people will follow you no matter what. and then that's when your community will grow into like 1 million fans.
Exactly.
But those
Quality
100,
over quantity.
yeah, those
Quality over
100 will
quantity.
be with you. What are they called? Paolo's friends? Sino ba yung official name?
Paolo's friends. Paolo's friends. I think that's our official name. Like I think DJ Alice is the one who asked me about that. Is there a name now for like the fan base? And I was like, I have no clue. But then so people in the chat were like suggesting, and then I was just like, Paolo's friends now because all my fans are like my friends, and they like chatting with them. Like I think I even helped some of them with their like math homework. They're like, "Hey Paolo, how
Wow.
do you do this?" And I'm like, "Yo, I got you math homework. So if you need help with math, come at just
Sige,
shoot
when
me
I
a
need
DM. I got you."
financial math help,
No,
I'm
don't
gonna give
go.
you a
No,
message.
I can't do finances. But like, if you have a problem with like calc, you can ask me. I guess.
The
So that's
next
funny. Yeah,
phase,
that's one of
Paolo
the guys.
Sandejas does
The-
math content video.
Dude, I'm gonna be the next Khan Academy. Watch me. I'm making like a song pa. I have a song for calc. I have a song for like.
You're gonna be Sand Academy.
Ooh, clever, clever.
Parang, have you watched
Dude.
Have you watched Startup, the Korean drama?
Oh, dude, I love it. I love it. Especially that like that I'm a coder also. Like I was like, dude, I related to Sinadosa and Chosan. I was like, nice. That's the goal. That's the goal. You know, it's
To
just nice to watch.
to go to Silicon Valley and
Silicon Valley. Eldrick
Silicon Valley.
Chardonnay. Silicon Valley.
Tush too.
No, but I was team Han Ji Pyong though. Han
I'm
Ji Pyong
sorry,
all
I'm
the
Team
way. Like, I don't
Dawson.
know. Dude. You're like my sister also. My sister's team Dawson.
My sister naman,
No, but
my other sister naman is Team Good Boy.
Team Good Boy. Team Good Boy. Let's go. But just watch the show, guys. Watch the show.
Yeah, I mean that's your company, Sandbox.
If you guys haven't seen it. I know it's like it's super cool na nga to see like uh to get a glimpse at what it's like inside of like an incubator like for startups because like yeah I've always wanted to like one day maybe start a startup also or be part of one because it's super
Yeah.
exciting also but also very very risky and scary at the same
Isn't
time.
it so
It's fun.
inspiring to like pursue something like that na parang seeing that show is like,
Mhm,
seeing the hustle of like young people trying to
mhm.
reach for their goals and
Exactly.
like dealing with drama.
I don't. Yeah, I know it's pretty dramatic also too. But after that I also want to watch. I'm planning on starting another show, Silicon Valley. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. It's kind of
I
like
have
Big Bang
seen
Theory
like the
also.
first few episodes of season 1 and it was good, but like I just it just fell back into my watch list since then.
Oh, okay. I'm not even watching it because my dad also watches it. He's like, oh, if you're a coder, you'll like appreciate Silicon Valley. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, so it's like I don't know. I want to check it out.
But in
See if
terms
it's
of
like
like
fun.
coding stuff, like what I don't think we ever got to talk about this. But like what kind of coding are you like planning to do? Like
Planning on doing.
self-driving cars, AI.
But actually, yeah, because like what's in a Dawson working on right? It's like AI. They worked on AI, and it was like one of the things that AI is definitely one of the things I'm interested in terms of like comp sci. Like I'm trying to get into the AI lab in UP right now because we have to be in a lab I think in our fourth year. So that should be exciting. I'm excited
What are the
to
choices for
try
like
and get into that one.
computer science or like
I think there's
coders?
cybersecurity, like jobs or like the labs in
Yeah,
UP.
those like labs or like paths that you can take.
Oh, okay. There's a lot. Of course,
Sobrang
there's like
random question.
cybersecurity. Super. Well, I think the ones that I know that are in UP at least, there's cybersecurity, and I think there's like database design. I think is one of them, and there's like a machine learning and AI lab. That's the one I want to get into. But yeah, enough nerd talk. But
That's really exciting though. I mean,
yeah, it's super exciting. Honestly,
you don't
one of the
really
things
get
I'm
to
most
hear
excited
about
about.
this in your interviews, 'di ba? Na
Yeah.
parang
Actually, I don't really talk about ACADS at all in interviews, so this is nice. It's like nice to talk about.
yeah, I
Yeah,
mean like,
it's fun.
especially in your field because people just like use their technology like even before I parang you only get to appreciate it when you see shows like Startup na
Hmm.
there's really the back end of it. So sort
Yeah,
of like
yeah.
the music industry also. Like you just listen to
Yeah.
songs, you don't necessarily appreciate the producer or the label
Hmm.
people. You just listen, you just know the artist. But like
Yeah, and you listen to the
deeper,
song, but like what goes into it is like a different level of like interest or appreciation for like the field and the stuff that you consume. So yeah,
yeah.
it's cool. It's nice to talk about it actually. I enjoy talking about it.
So we're gonna
Yeah.
watch out for Noongill Real Life Edition coming from Paolo Sandejas.
Yeah, dude. Check it out. Check it out. Ew.
What's your business
But
model,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I don't know. I honestly, I'm just like, I just think about like random ideas and I just kind of write them down to maybe hopefully execute them one day. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll watch out for that for sure. Well,
So
speaking of careers, actually, it's good that we're talking about this because I heard that there's actually an event happening from the Metamorphosis group. It's called the Virtual Career Academy Summit, and it's happening on March 22 to 26. So this event is a partnership with Microsoft and Go Philippines. So this event will be having digital transformation career. They will be promoting digital transformation careers for every profession, where participants will be having access to informative webinars, mock interviews, resume workshops, and a special raffle. So go check that out. It's the Virtual Career Academy Summit by Metamorphosis Philippines. Go check out their Facebook page. I think they've already opened some webinars. So if you're interested in those kinds of things, or you're a student looking to start their career, I guess that's the perfect opportunity. Well, perfect that we were talking about that because it's never too
yeah,
soon to
absolutely.
like it's never too soon to like
I know,
start.
and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get in that also. That sounds really cool, and especially now that I'm third year, like I really have to start adulting now, so I have to look into some careers that I can get into or like explore.
There's really like a possibility because I didn't know I was gonna end up in the music industry, and you just never know what the opportunities are until they're there, or you read more about them, or somebody taps you to do it. Just be open, and we have events like this to guide you and to like help you build your resume. That's really important when you start pursuing your adult life, right? So again, that is
Mhm.
the virtual career academy summit. Go check out Metamorphosis group on Facebook. But now back to the real program. Before we proceed to our final few conversation points, I guess may nagpapabati sa yung mga fans. Um, your Paolo
All right,
Sandejas. Some of Paolo's friends wanted him to greet
some
them
of
on the
them.
show.
Okay, so guys, so okay. Hi Tin, hi Kalia, hi Sydney, Larissa, and Julia. What's up? Thanks for saying hi, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the conversations that we're having right now. Yeah, shout
Thanks
out,
to
guys. Thanks for
everyone.
all the support, and I hope you guys enjoy. Yeah, especially the rest of Paolo's friends also. Thanks for all the support, talaga. I think I mentioned you guys that earlier. Thank you
Yeah,
so
next
much. I
time,
don't know where I'd be without you guys.
just like drop us a message if you want batian and all that. But yeah, some of the
Yeah.
questions actually I've been trickling in were actually from Paolo's friends. So thanks guys
Oh,
for
nice.
giving those
Yeah.
questions. Um,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
some questions I also want to ask. Let's just head to that before
Okay.
going back to other stuff. They said, are there any songs that you've made over the quarantine that you wish to get released soon? I mean, after the EP.
Ooh. Yeah, there's this one song actually that I've been working on, and I'm really super excited to release it. It's called Dad Jeans, and I think this is the first time I'm mentioning it. I haven't even recorded it yet, but I have a demo right now, and I think I performed it even at one of my lives, one of my IG lives, and it's a song basically about just missing my friends in quarantine. I miss like going out with my friends and hanging out with them, and just you know, um, yeah, I just really miss hanging out with my friends. I wrote a song about that, and it's called Dad Jeans. So I'm like really
Dad
excited to
jeans or died
Dad Jeans,
jeans?
Dad
Oh,
Jeans, as in like
interesting.
yeah, it's super. It's a fun song. It's kind of like it's like a party song then, and I'm trying to make it like anthemic. So like when people finally get out again and finally can go back to hanging out and partying, they can like party to this song. So I'm really excited to release it.
Yeah, I mean that's really one of the things we miss the most, like hanging out with each other. It's like see,
Exactly,
you
exactly.
know,
Like it was middle of the quarantine talaga, and I was like, oh, I miss my friends so much. Okay, let me write a song about like reminiscing on like past like parties and past like hangouts with friends, and it's just like it was like fun to write. It was really fun to write. So
we're
I'm
gonna watch
excited.
out for that. This is an exclusive. You heard it here first. So
Exclusive,
wish
popcorn
exclusive,
exclusive,
pop exclusive, pop
pop
popcorn
exclusive,
elusive, pop
two
exclusive.
four, two four, pop exclusive. That's
Ito
pwede.
pa, next question from Paolo's friends. Who would you like to collab with in the future? I mean, you did
Ooh,
have a collab in this last EP, right? With Pugfish, was that
yeah. Yeah, a few people from Pugfish, Alpha Yang, Jacob, and Heine. They're both from a band called Pugfish. If you guys haven't heard of them, make sure to check them out. They're one of my good friends. I also met them at Ika Bob when I got
Oh, cool.
signed. So that's how I first met them, and ever since then we've kept in touch, and we like see each other at gigs then. And yeah, it's super fun. Like I feel like I've also kind of grown with them in the music industry, and yeah, Jacob also, Alpha Yang also is a solo project. So make sure to check out his music with Alpha Yang. He's a super talented singer also. So
But
and
aside from
yeah,
them, I
it was a
mean,
fun collab. Who else did I want to collab with? Um, I don't know. Off the top of my head, like I really want to collab with Lola more. Like I love Lola more so
oh
much,
yeah,
and
I feel like you vibe.
I think it would be super fun to work with them. Yeah, I think so too. I hope so. Like I've seen them perform also, and they just seem like so fun, so much fun to work with. So hopefully that we can work that out. Who else? I also really love She's Only 16. Flu. Uh, Janine Tanyosa is also super cool. Like I want to work with her as well.
She's like
Like
so
it's
talented,
fun because
right?
like super insanely talented, and I feel like it could work out because like we share the same band. Because like when I perform live, I usually have a band with me, and they
Shout out to
also perform with
Aubrey and
Janine.
JR and Prince
Shout
and
out to
everyone.
Aubrey. Yeah, shout out to the gang. Shout out to the gang. Nico, AC, everyone. I miss playing with them so much. It's nice. I got to perform with them like, after the EP launch. We were able to do like
That was
a
a really good set.
in quarantine gig, so that was fun. I know I was super excited to do that. So shout out UR for making that happen. But that was really fun. Yeah.
Shout out to the UR
Uh,
fam.
I
Hello,
think that's it. Those are the top, up the top now. Shout out to the UR
hello, Miss
fam
Kathleen,
and
Sir Peter,
Miss
and
Cat, Sir Peter,
Patch, everyone on the team. Miss you guys.
Sir Ito, everyone. Yeah. Shout out everyone.
And
Oh, that's fun. Oh.
last question from Paolo's friends before we head back to our conversation.
Mm.
Please share your song guitar chords, but not here, I guess. I mean, it's a request for you to share that
Song guitar.
somewhere.
Okay, sige, sige. I think I should probably do that. I should maybe to help with the release. I can maybe release like some guitar chords for the song. So I really want to see more covers. So if you guys want to do like covers with my songs, also I'd love to see them. So yeah, tag me if ever you guys decide to do a cover.
Siguro, last question
Yeah.
that's music related before we head on to other things. Like,
Hello.
have you ever thought of like making Tagalog songs before? I mean, I know you did try to cover a Tagalog song in the past,
Mhm.
but it never
Yeah,
really like
yeah,
materialized.
it never really materialized. That's the sad part. Cause like, I mean, if you guys can't tell, I'm not that good, fluent at Filipino. I try, especially when I'm in UP. I try to talk more in Tagalog,
Sige nga,
but
Tagalog tayo
my
ngayon.
writing skills. Sige, sige. Tignan natin. Yung ano, hindi ako masyado marunong magsulat ng
Ah,
kanta sa, sa Tagalog. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. I don't want to embarrass myself. I feel like it's hard enough to write in English. Like what more Tagalog? So I'm trying. I'm hoping to hopefully work with someone on a Tagalog song because I have a lot of like beats and instrumentals lang that I've made over quarantine that I feel would be bagay with a with a Tagalog song. So and actually we're trying to get in touch with some people that to help me work on that. So Super soon, guys. For
Nice.
sure this year. For sure this year. That's my goal for the year, to release an OPM song. So
I'm
a
excited
true
myself
OPM
as
Tagalog song. So
Paolo's
watch
friend
out for that,
as
guys.
well.
Hopefully, I don't embarrass myself with my Tagalog.
Hindi
But we'll
yan.
see. We'll see. I'm really excited for that too. Yeah, I'm trying to practice it. So we'll see.
Kayang-kaya mo yan.
But I'm super hyped
Uh,
for that.
it's just practice and
Siyempre.
you never really know how you're gonna go from there. But
Mm,
it's not wrong to try, right? Um
absolutely.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean, it's like gotta try it like so.
yeah, but like siguro outside of the music, because we've talked about that so much in the past hour or so. I mean, who ano pa yung mga stuff na
Mhm.
about Paolo Sandejas that we don't really get to hear about or talk about in other places or interviews? Like, who is Paolo behind the music? Like, I know, of course, we always get to talk about anime, right? Like, and that's one of the things that you're really into lately.
Yeah, absolutely. I love anime.
Like, what have your
Yeah,
faves been?
especially
Like,
lately.
Haikyuu
Like
is one
I've
of
been
them,
watching a
right?
lot of anime to like go over quarantine. Ooh, yeah, Haikyuu is definitely one of them, especially since like the most recent season came out. Like I've been watching a lot of Haikyuu. But yeah, what else? Attack on Titan, because the new season's out now. Also, I've been watching. What else? One of the ones I enjoyed then over quarantine was Kaguya-sama. It's more of like a parang romance type anime. It's super cute, but I enjoyed it. I watched it with my sisters. It's funny and cute, so make sure to go check that out then. What else? Off the top of my head, those are a few.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
the
And Haikyuu is
music.
definitely like, I mean, that's one of the things we were like talking about over the whole quarantine, right?
Haikyuu, Attack on Titan, Kaguya-sama. Those are the things. The one of the some of the few animes that I've enjoyed over quarantine so far. And your line April also. So I'm thinking
Yes,
about
the
that. It's really fun.
faves. Like, yeah, definitely. Like, I don't know if you've seen The Promised Neverland yet. I told you to. I think I
I've
recommended that.
I've heard about that. I've heard of, yeah. I think my sisters are also watching that now, but I haven't really gotten around to watching it yet. But I'll definitely start it soon. Also, Bunga Stray Dogs. If you guys haven't heard of it yet,
What's
it's
that
super
about?
fun. It's about like a detective agency like fighting against like a mafia. It's like it's super cool, and
But
they all
are
kind
there
of like
dogs involved?
powers. Then no. They're just like I don't know. Like you'll understand more if you watch the show. But there are no dogs, unfortunately, in Bunga Stray Dogs. But
False
it's super
marketing.
intense and super fun. False marketing talaga. But yeah, that's one of the ones I've super enjoyed. I've been watching it actually like I think I basically watched it the whole day today. It's so fun. It's really good anime, so check it out also.
Yeah, I mean, I think people
Hey.
should really be encouraged to get into anime because there's that like whole view about how anime is like for weebs or something like that, right? But like once you get
Yeah.
to
Hey,
like
what's wrong with
really
being a weeb, dude? What's wrong, dude?
yeah, exactly. Like there's that connotation about what weebs are, but like it's just nice to enjoy
Mm.
that kind of animation, which is amazing, and the
And I think
storytelling.
yeah, and it's just totally like something new, diba? Like we're so used to like Western TV shows, and it's like so nice to like get a breath of fresh air with like shows like My Hero and like all these animes that have been around for a while, but people are like really discovering now and enjoying. So that's really fun. Yeah, some
Yeah, so go
new
check
sides
it
of
out.
pop culture. Check out
Definitely.
anime.
So anyway, as I mean, I guess we've covered just about everything under the sun that there is to talk about right now. But like, what can we expect from Paulo Sandejas in the months to come? Like, of course, you have that song
Mm.
you just talked about,
Yeah,
Bad
definitely.
Jeans. Anything else we want to
Mhm.
look forward to?
Uh hopefully I'm also planning on releasing more covers this year. That's my goal then like to maybe like try and build a YouTube channel if I can. I've talked about it before like I really want to try and post more covers. But hopefully that. So make sure if if I don't release a Filipino song this year, bug me about it because I really hope to release a Tagalog song this year. So expect that, guys. Please remind me also if I don't release anything. But yeah, hopefully a Tagalog song and more covers and yeah, just more music. And I'm excited to share my new songs with you guys. So keep an eye out. Follow me on social media and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm excited.
And that, I guess, I mean, that brings us to the end of our show. Before that, of course, we have our pop stop, which is our pop culture recommendations at the end of each show of our
Mhm.
favorite things to recommend. I guess I shall go ahead, and we already talked about this earlier today. I was like, oh wait, we already talked about it in this conversation, but driver's license
Go.
is just like
Yeah,
amazing. Go listen to it. Stan Olivia Rodrigo and watch High School Musical, the musical, the series. They're all talented kids, and
super.
yeah, it's just great. And what else have I to recommend this week? I've started watching Queen's Gambit also, and yeah, it's pretty great.
Super good
And
show.
it's
Super
nice
good
to
show.
have shows that are just like 7 episodes and that's it. It's not. It feels very
Mhm.
non-committal and still has a good ending. Like you don't have to like
Mhm.
dedicate 54 hours of your time to watch the series, right? But like it's really nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, those are my recommendations for the week. Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo and Queen's Gambit, which is on Netflix. How about you, Pao?
I guess Bungo Stray Dogs is like an anime that I'm super obsessed with now. So make sure to check it out because I don't think a lot of people are watching it yet. So check out Bungo Stray Dogs. Also, I also want to shout out like one of my favorite artists from 2020. That one of my prized discoveries. Make sure that go check out Easy Life. They're a band from uh, I think from the UK, and they're really talented. They kind of do like hip hop ish type music, like chill hip hop R&B stuff. So make sure to go check them out. I've been super obsessed with them this 2020. So I think you guys will really enjoy their music. Easy Life, check them out.
I shall
Yeah,
check that out as well because Paolo has really good playlists. Like I follow a bunch of his
follow my
playlists.
playlist.
Yeah, like you can really
Nice.
discover like really good
Ayo,
stuff that you just can't really discover yourself. Especially if you're like me, like I do have my indie faves. Na sometimes I just send the links to Pao and like, hey, you should listen to this. But like
I
majority of
know,
the
I
time, I'm
know.
like a basic person who's like very top 40. But
No, I take pride in my playlist. I like listening to my Discover Weeklies every week and trying to like listen to new playlists and discover new music. It's like my favorite pastime. So yeah, if you guys want to check out my playlist, I usually link some of my favorite songs on like my Spotify artist page. So check me out, Paolo Sandejas. I'll try and post some playlists there.
and
Yeah.
of course, where can they listen to your latest debut EP, latest na debut pa, your debut EP, Purple Afternoon. Listen to Oh Rosie, that's my favorite from that album.
Yes, please check it out. That's like my favorite like not single from the EP. Yeah, check out my latest EP, Purple Afternoon. It's out now on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, I think YouTube Music even now. And yeah, everywhere basically you can find music on the internet. And I really hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure to tag me if you guys wanna talk about the music, or if you guys have more questions about the EP. Make sure to tag me or shoot me a DM, and would love to hear from you guys. So yeah, Cholo, thanks for
And
having me.
where can they
I'm
tag
super
you
stoked to be here.
finally?
Oh, but just check. You can follow me on Instagram at Paolo Sandejas, and then Twitter at Paulo_Sandejas, and then Facebook Paolo Sandejas, PH, I think Paolo Sandejas PH, and yeah, just follow me there for more updates on like my music and other things. So and I hope to hear from you guys soon if you guys want to talk and stuff. So
And again,
cool.
we're just really proud of
See my music.
yeah, we're really proud of how far you've gone at this point. And I'm really happy we got to have an
Thank you.
episode with you here. I'm so happy we got to talk about all those things. So thank you so much for accepting the invitation to be here. Go follow him, stream his music.
Of course, it's My pleasure, my pleasure. Super happy to be here talaga. It's fun. It's really been a long time coming. Like I'm just finally here. So thanks for having me.
And to more, when you're like really famous, I hope I still get to you still accept my invitations.
Of course, of course, of course. Always, man. I got you. I got you. It's always nice to talk to old friends. So thanks for having me talaga.
Thank you. And to all our listeners, thank you for listening to this episode. Of course, all our previous episodes are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you stream your podcasts. Of course, we're also here on Radyo Katipunan every week. Thank you so much to the Radyo Katipunan fam for always having us on the network. And of course, you can find us on social media. That's at Popcorn with Cholo on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for all your recommendations or, who else you'd like to see on this show with us. So thank you so much to everyone who listened to this episode. Don't forget to stream Paolo. Let's get it. And we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye bye.
This is your stop for all things pop. Catch our all-around pop culture geek, Cholo Sediaren, as he throws in some dose of what's poppin' and what's hot in the pop culture scene here on Popcorn. Munchin' with us every Thursdays from 4 to 6, only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.